Good morning, everyone. My name is Shouq Al Marzouqi, and this is
I am Sidra Ibrahim.
we are students of Al Private School Jumeirah, and today we're going to be talking about our AI machine, which is called Helping Hand.
So, this PowerPoint includes the introduction, the purpose, our vision, why we chose this topic, our logo with a video, and the conclusion and a survey.
So, our project, Helping Hand, is designed to help students, especially during this pandemic. We designed this machine to respond to students and give advice based on how they feel and what they type out. This machine will then automatically give the students a response/solution that will hopefully fix the problem they are facing. So, what is the main idea and purpose of our project? The main idea of our project is to help all students, especially the ones struggling during the pandemic and felt sad, depressed, lonely, or didn't have the motivation to study, felt worthless, and etc. So, our machine will automatically give a solution which will either lead to a paragraph, a video, or even a link to some websites that could potentially help the students.
Our vision is to help students reduce stress and to provide the students for someone to talk to motivate the students to complete their tasks, and also to improve the students' overall mental health. The reason we chose this topic is because from our experience, we've seen a lot of students struggle during the pandemic. So we thought of creating this AI machine that would potentially help students express how they feel. This AI machine would be very helpful to students because not everyone copes with things the same way.
So this is our logo. We used a website to create our logo and we named it the Helping Hand.
Now we're going to be showing you the video which includes the steps on how we did the project.
First, we opened the machine learning for kids and clicked on the Add a New Project button and named our project the Helping Hand. So our AI machine will be recognizing English text. We then clicked on the Train button in order to train our machine. So we then added six new labels, which are feeling worthless, sleep deprived, loneliness, stressed about grades, heavy loads of assignments, and lacking of motivation. So for each bracket, we included over 10 examples of most common phrases students will be using, like I don't have anyone to talk to, or I feel sad, or I don't want to study anymore, or I'm too stressed, and etc. So as you can see, these are the brackets that we completed.
So now we're going to open the learn and test in order to train our machine. So we clicked on the train button and it took us a couple of minutes to process it. We then added examples to test if the machine would recognize what we wrote. As you can see, it recognized all of our examples. We then clicked on the make button in the machine learning for kids, which led us to Scratch 3. So as you can see here, we created 8 different costumes, which includes our robot character and the suggestions that our AI machine will give.
So then we began with coding. So the first thing we did is that we went to events and added the start button followed by switching the costume to the robot from the look section in order to set the robot as a default when we first start the machine. We then went to the sensing and added the ask and wait button and changed the text to how can I assist you? So this text is how the student's going to be welcomed by their machine. So after setting the default section, we then went to the control section and added if and else bracket. That will include our examples that we previously made in the machine learning for kids in order for the machine to recognize. So first, for the example in the first part, we chose a machine to recognize examples for lacking motivation bracket and allowing it switching costumes to the suggestion advice costume that we chose to recognize the text with. We then duplicated it 6 times with each of the different brackets and examples from the machine learning for kids.
Now we are going to show you another issue that a student would face is lacking motivation to study. Here we put in a couple of examples which led to a suggestion. The other issue we covered in our project is loneliness. As we did before, we just added some examples of things that a student could say who is feeling lonely. which then led the machine to give a website where you can meet new people and talk.
So as we continue, you can see that by adding the examples, our machine is recognizing the text and suggesting the students with correct advice. So like here, the student wrote, I can't sleep at night. So our machine gave the student sleep deprivation advice, like trying to meditate, read a book, or even take a nice hot bath and relax before getting to bed. As we continue, another issue students face is with stress and socially and their grades. And as you can see, our AI machine can also recognize stress from students and suggest helpful tips, like talking to a teacher or perhaps asking for extra credit and etc. Another common thing that students face problem with is heavy loads of assignments. So here the students and like the machine is going to be suggesting the students to try to put their cell phone away and stay away from social media when doing their homework because it might help the students accomplish more than they expect. But unfortunately, our AI machine can't recognize anything else other than these six topics. So typing out things like, oh, I want to fly, the machine will simply answer with, I'm sorry, but I cannot understand. So here's a quick survey we have prepared for you guys. If you guys have time, we would really appreciate it if you took it. It could help us get your feedback and tips in improving our AI machine.
Or overall, we worked very well and got everything done easily, but we had some issues with the coding, so we decided to watch some YouTube videos and ask the teacher for help, which made us better understand the coding. It was a very fun experience, and we learned a lot from this project.
Thank you.